Did he risk everything for this? That's the question that haunted me for weeks. Let me take you back. My name is Alex, and for 10 years I worked at a soul-crushing corporate job. Day in, day out, spreadsheets, meetings, and a boss who thought innovation was changing the font on a PowerPoint. But I had a dream. I wanted to open a small, independent bookstore, a cozy little corner of the world filled with stories, the smell of old paper, and freshly brewed coffee. To everyone around me, it was a crazy idea. My parents were worried. My friends thought I was throwing away a stable career. My boss literally laughed in my face when I handed in my resignation. But I was determined. I cashed out my entire life savings, sold my car, and even took out a small, terrifying loan. Every penny went into this dream. I found the perfect little spot on a quiet side street, spent months renovating it myself, and handpicked every single book that went on the shelves. It was the hardest thing I'd ever done. Sleepless nights were fueled by caffeine and pure anxiety. Was I making the biggest mistake of my life? The grand opening came. I remember standing there, heart pounding, looking at the empty store just minutes before unlocking the door. The sign, the wandering page, swung gently in the breeze. I had risked everything I had, my financial security, my reputation, all for this quiet little room filled with books. Was it worth it? I turned the key and opened the door. At first, nothing, just silence. My stomach sank. Maybe they were right. Maybe I was a fool. But then, a young girl, maybe 10 years old, peeked her head in. She walked straight to the fantasy section, her eyes wide with wonder. A few minutes later, an elderly couple came in, holding hands, and started browsing the classics. Throughout the day, people trickled in. They didn't just buy books, they talked to me. They shared their favorite authors. They asked for recommendations. They sat in the comfy chairs I'd picked out and just read. By closing time, the cash register didn't show a huge profit, not even close. I was exhausted, and the financial reality was still daunting. But as I locked up, I saw the young girl from earlier sitting on a bench outside with her parents, completely lost in the book she'd bought. She wasn't on a phone. She was on an adventure. In that moment, I got my answer. It wasn't about the money. It was about creating a space like this, a place for connection, for discovery, for escape. I risked my old life for a new one filled with purpose and stories. So, did I risk everything for this? Yes, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. It was worth every single second. If you have a dream that seems a little crazy to everyone else, maybe it's the one most worth chasing. Thanks for listening to my story. If you enjoyed it, give this video a like, and subscribe for more. See you next time.